said, I want to talk about how you can make 2019 your year. And to be quite honest with you, man, this goes for anything, any area of life. So, for me, obviously, health and wellness is kind of in my wheelhouse, and that's exactly what I do. But, this holds true for any area of life. So, when you're going into a new year, and I've stated this previously, but I'm not a big fan of New Year resolutions, because, especially when it comes to health, because here's the thing: if you've waited this long to address an issue that might need to happen, just because the calendar turns over, doesn't mean that issue is now going to be resolved. If you've waited, it likely, you may start something new, but I got news for you. If it's a health issue, you're probably destined to fail. And I don't mean to tell you that, because I'm not pulling for you, because I am. But 2019 can be a year where you go in thinking fresh start, new goals, all that good stuff, and that's great. I'm setting new goals for myself in 2019 as well. But ultimately, if you've waited this long when it comes to your health, like I said, I'm pulling for you. I'm your biggest fan, because I want you to get your shit together. But at the end of the day, waiting to address your health is never a good idea. So, if you're thinking about making changes to your health, start today. There's no reason to wait for the calendar to flip over just because the number changes from 8 to 9. Now all of a sudden you're going to do great things. Don't think so. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is, if you're trying to level up in any area of your life, you want to make 2019 your year, maybe it is your health. Maybe you are one of the very rare people who can go into a new year and say, you know what, I'm gonna crush this year, and I'm gonna lose 50 pounds or whatever it may be. My only point on telling you that when it relates to health is usually that's a recipe for disaster. But you don't have to be part of that crew. That's usually, ultimately you're your own person, and if you're deciding now this is going to be your year when it comes to health, by all means, again, I'm your biggest fan, and I want you to level up. But the point of my video today really is just to talk about leveling up in any area of life. And if that's business, if that's relationships, whatever it may be, you cannot go into a new year with the preconceived notion that this is not going to be your year. If you think that 2019 is going to be an amazing year for you, if you believe that, you'll make it happen. But so often we go in, and I've made a couple of posts about this lately, and some of the feedback I'm getting is like, some of the negative. Sorry about that glare, guys. Some of the negative responses. It's frustrating, because the bottom line is this: is you as a human, and I get it. People are depressed. People have anxiety issues. People have a lot of different things going on, and different challenges and struggles in their life. If you've recently dealt with the death of a loved one, or you're going through some challenging times, I completely understand how your outlook would be somewhat negative. But the catch is this, man, is if you want 2019 to be special for you, and you want to level up in any area of life, you got to go in with the attitude that you're going to kill it. That's it. If you go in with the attitude that, maybe it's going to be a good year, maybe it's not, chances are it's not. Most times people just don't get lucky and have a fantastic year. You got to make shit happen. And when you have that mentality, and you're hungry for more in whatever area of life it may be, if you're out there and you're either a man or a woman, and you don't have a significant other, and this is the year that you're going to get your shit together, and you're going to go out and you're going to find a significant other to spend the rest of your life with, you have to have the mentality that you're going to go into the year like that, and you're going to say, you know what, I'm going to make this shit happen. I'm going to get my act together. I'm going to get in a little bit better shape. I'm going to clean myself up. I'm going to look nice. And I'm not going to try to go meet women or meet men at the bar. The last person or the last place you want to meet somebody at, and I know there's a lot of people that met at a bar and their relationship ends up working out pretty well. So I get that there's exceptions, but if you're trying to level your life up, you don't want to be going to places like the bar to meet your significant other. You want to go to a mastermind event, or somewhere where you are around intelligent, like-minded people. That's where you want to meet a significant other. So when you're talking about, sorry, we got a little dump truck or something. Wow, my apologies. So if you want to go into a year with a negative attitude, or already that preconceived notion that, well, maybe it's just not going to be my year this year, That's just the wrong attitude, man. If you're expecting good things, you got to create that change. You got to make that stuff happen. So for me, my goal, and I know that I'm going to achieve my goal, is that I'm gonna level up in my business. I'm gonna take my business to a new level, and that's where I'm going. I want massive growth with my business because I'm very passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about my mission, and so my mission is to help as many people as I possibly can, and until I get there, I'm not going to stop. I finally found the sleeping giant from within that's ready to take over the world, man, and that's the mentality that I have, and I know that's not realistic, but I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and there's gonna be challenging times ahead. I get it. I have a lot of stressful things going in my life, just like every one of you does. Everybody that paints that pretty picture on social media where they think that their life is perfect, you guys all know that's bullshit, man. All you have to do is take a look around the world and know that nobody's life is perfect. So these social media posts that you see that are nothing but a bunch of positive nonsense, and they're all inspiring and uplifting posts, and I do a lot of them myself, but that's the space that I'm in. I'm in the space of trying to motivate people to create change. And so I want you to know that my life is not all positive. My life is not rainbows and unicorns. And so the point of me telling you that is, though, I'm going into 2019 with the mentality that I'm going to make this my best year, and I'm not going to quit until I accomplish that goal. So, and the plan moving forward will be 2019 will be my best year. And then 2020 will be even better than that. 2021 will be even better than that. And that's the mentality you have to have. But I see so many people, and I get responses on my posts sometimes like, well, probably not. I got too much going on, or, I've just got way too much stress going on in my life. You know what, guys? Everybody has the same amount of stress. Maybe not the same amount, but everybody has a lot of shit going on in their life. And so you got to break that cycle of thought. You got to break that thought process and really zone in on what you want with your life. Because until you do, you're not going to see change. You got to be the one that steps up to the plate. I told my client the other day, one of my clients is traveling right now, and the workouts have been a bit inconsistent just because the access is so limited for them. And he was telling me, I'm doing really well with my nutrition. I'm gonna get back on track with the workouts as soon as I get back home. And he's doing really well, and he's got that positive mentality. And I told him, I said, you know what? Sometimes life throws us a curveball, but you got to be ready to step up to the plate and hit a damn home run. Because if you're not, all you're going to do is have that mentality that gets you back into that negative cycle, the woe is me mentality, and it's just not going to get you anywhere. So, stop letting other people around you pull you down into that negative thought process. If you're the only one in your family that has any hope, and your family's giving you nothing but negative vibes, you've got to break out of that, and you've got to be the one to push forward and create the change. If your circle of friends is nothing but negative, and all you guys do is sit around and talk about the past, and you're getting nothing but a negative experience out of it, and it's not helping you level up in life, change that. Break that cycle. That's the only way you're going to get anywhere. But oftentimes we let our status quo become who we are. And you cannot continue to live like that if you want to get anywhere in life. It doesn't matter if it's your health, it doesn't matter if it's your relationships, it doesn't matter if your financial situation, whatever it may be. If you want to get to the next level, you have to be the one to take yourself to the next level. So, and I'm not telling you anything you don't know. The bottom line is most people know exactly what I'm talking about. Most people know what they need to do. But knowing what you need to do and taking action are two totally different entities. And until you mentally separate those and you take action on what you need to do and what you know you need to do, you're not getting anywhere. I don't care if it's your health, if you need to lose 50 pounds, or if you need to lose 20 and you want to get a six-pack, or if your relationship is rocky lately and you want to improve it, or if your financial situation sucks, you hate your job, whatever it may be, you got to break that cycle to get out of that mentality and take yourself to the next level. Stop settling for average. You are way better than average. You deserve so much more out of life. Everybody deserves more than what they currently have because they're capable of more. Even the guys at the top, even the richest men in the world. You think Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates are sitting around, saying, well, I've got so much money, I'm the richest guy in the world, I'm just going to stop here. Jeff Bezos is trying to 10x his income. He doesn't give a shit. He wants to take over. That's the mentality you have to have, and you may never be on Jeff Bezos' level when it comes to finances. But you can create the change, the positive change in your own life to get you to the next level and take you where you want to be. So, I hope you guys got something out of that. I want you all to have a fantastic rest of your week. I hope you're crushing your health goals. I hope you're crushing your financial goals. I hope you continue to try to level up in life.